want to ask you about your road less traveled because you have a way more impactful piece of your story on that. But my piece of that, and in fact, that's why I asked you if you knew Diana Nguyen, because Diana Nguyen's also a fellow Australian, and I got to meet her in person in Los Angeles, which was awesome. And I remember we had a conversation thereafter about, I was always concerned about, well, there's professional Bruce and then there's fun Bruce. And I could never figure out which mode I was really in or which mode I should be in. And she used to say to me, but Bruce, you're just one person. Just,
Yeah.
just be who you're going to be. And you're not always going to be liked by everyone. You're not always going to be popular with everyone. So just be who you want to be. And
so I'm a lady who has certainly had an interesting life journey and definite career path. So I married my childhood sweetheart at 20. We had twin boys at 23. We then had twin girl at 25. So I had 4 kids in 26 months. And we're like, wow, I remember sitting back there at 25 going, oh, this inner passionate heart of Annie was like, oh, I really thought I'd be a businesswoman. How am I ever going to do that now? We're going to be poor forever. We've got a tribe full of kitties who I love and adore, but it was like babies everywhere. And, this view and also then the views of people that when I said, yeah, you're never going to do that. Blanket statements of limit, right? It's never going to happen. You're just a mum. Your ideas are crazy, all this sort of stuff, which is, it wasn't as if they were bad people. It was just really interesting. And then I have a 5th child when I was 32, but in there at that moment when I was surrounded by my 4 little bubbies and thinking of, well, what if I could do the next step? And that's where I've led on to empowering women, that I then went and said, okay, well, I could, I was already a registered nurse and I could then do a Master's of Education. So I chipped away subject by subject and did that. And then I ended up being a head of a nursing school, and then which was fantastic. And then I went, well, what if I could be nursing like a manager? So then I did business qualifications, ended up running orthopedic surgeon programs, and then became a CEO. So I've now been a CEO for a decade, and it's sort of this interesting journey from twins twice to CEO, around 3 degrees, navigating the busyness. But it is all possible, and it's not superwoman stuff, right? It's actually knowing what you're chasing, knowing what success would look like, and then trying to work out what are achievable stepping stones to get there.
So, what if your processes do not work well? Did you know you can save or eliminate massive amounts of wasted steps, time, money, or other resources? Bruce can show or teach you how. Take the next step. Visit his website at 𝒑𝒐𝒘𝒆𝒓.com and book a casual yet confidential call with Bruce. It just might change your world forever.